Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly focus for October the 1st through to the 7th, 2018. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, let's turn to the cards and see what they have to say about the energy. I'm sticking to the format that I used last week. I feel that I can grow it into a spectacular reading. I'm just not sure where to add yet. So we're going to do the foundation of it again. So we have a full moon energy all week. Okay, the new moon is on October the 8th, so the following Monday. So this is not a time to start new things, new projects, new anything. This is a time for completion. This is a time for endings. This is a time to allow healing into your life. This is a time to revisit the plan. So let's see what the cards say for us. We have the Two of Wands. Oh. Well, we have the big moon there, don't we? So we're still under the full moon energy. We want balance in our life. We want to go in a certain way. We want to grow this path, and perhaps this path is not growing the way we wanted or expected, or it is taking a longer amount of time for the path to actually open up in the way you want it to. It's almost like you're commanding it into being. You're saying, come on. The window's wide open. The doorway's wide open. We could also be turning our back on some things that would be, and it could have to do with our feelings, with our emotions. So be careful that you're not pushing things down that will fester up later. So this could be relationships, this could be environments. It's almost like there's this new path to take. We have this open box, like we've just discovered something, or so I would expect some kind of aha moment this week, some kind of epiphany this week. Not necessarily will we act on it this week, but it might give us food for thought about how we can go forward in our path. Maybe some new way opens up, or some way that we didn't see before. Maybe a teacher or a mentor comes in, helps us along our way. Maybe we become the teacher or the mentor to show somebody else the way. Six of Cups, we're going to be looking backwards, that's for sure. So please don't go the good old days, okay? I remember when I had this and I had that, and life was great. Because we only remember what we want to remember, which are the good parts. We don't remember the bad parts all that much. We look back upon things and we say, why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do that? That's your knowledge that you grew from that situation. It wasn't an option for you then, or it wasn't a good option. This is also about family, other people in your life, people that you care about. Reaching out to them, showing them that you love them, showing them that they're a part of your world. It can be understanding true abundance in your life. What is truly of value in your life? What relationships? And give the relationships the attention it needs this week. Seven of Wands in detriment. Oh, we're hesitant. We holding back. This is, look at her. She's ready to go, but she's in detriment. So there's something holding her back, and I think that's almost a good thing with the energy, that we are being held back. Many times with the Seven of Wands, we are convincing others of where we are going and how great it's going to be. And we're not going to get the buy-in with this card in detriment. We're going to get pushback, if anything else. They're not going to agree with us. They're going to go along their own path. They're not going to pay much attention to anything that we've said. We're going to push a little harder so that they get it, and that's just going to push them away a little bit more. So don't stand up and, say it's this way or the highway. Don't make any kind of ultimatums in your life this week, because chances are we're going to be burning bridges instead of building those bridges. There'll be time to build the bridges. There'll be time when we can express our wants, our needs, where we want support, where we want love, where we need help in our life a lot better than this week. But I don't think that the buy-in is too great with that card in detriment. People aren't going to hear what we want them to hear. Even though we can explain it the same way a week from now, I don't think that there's going to be that balance, that awakening that we want to have happen in other people's lives through our words. We have the Page of Cups. Oh, you are so intuitive. This is a highly spiritual card. Teachers and mentors appear at this time. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Or we could be the teacher, absolutely. Definitely talk to your angels, to God, Source, your spirit guides. Looking at the new path going forward of what we want to step into. Definitely new moon affirmations. Look at the beauty that surrounds you. With the Page of Cups, look at the beauty. Don't pay much attention to the negative. And we have the Chariot. The Chariot for our final card. Nobody else has gotten the Chariot yet. The Chariot sits here, and we've got the moonlight. We've got the foggy path. It's definitely a sign to slow it down, to take it one baby step at a time, to think about where you truly want to go, where the path is. We could be even confused here with this card of where the path is, I think, this week. And that's okay, because the new moon will come in, and under the cloak of darkness, the new birth begins. The new seeds can be planted. The fog clears. The birds hover around you. It's a very spiritual week for you. Ask your guides, your angels, ask God for direction, for help, for support, for love. Pull back on those reins a little bit. Those horses could go any which way but where you want to go. And since we can't see too far ahead, we want to go slowly and take our time and make sure that we are working smart rather than working hard. So this is a week where we're going to be looking backwards. We're going to perhaps, it's when we look backwards, we really want to see how our wisdom grew in order to apply it to our path going forward, knowing certain things that we didn't know before. There's not a lot of buy-in this week with what we have to tell other people. Okay, so I think the more we try to convince others, the more we get pushback. So don't go down that road this week. Go inwardly. Don't try and summon in the new world or the new path quite yet. But think about that path and what you are actually asking to come in to your life and what path you're going forward on. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.